Hi guys, welcome back. So for today's live session, we're gonna be focusing more on the functionalities for Francis. Previously, we already made the save system working for the crafting manuscripts, and we also have new UI like this one that we have here, and it can also work here in our inventory as well. So essentially everything, like interactions for manuscripts inside the inventory and in the world. Wait, is this the wrong one? Yeah, this is the wrong one. Hold on. So interactions with the crafting manuscript and the world seems to be working, except for this one. So this is a bug. Let's see. Let's try again. Yeah, it's a bug. So where's the two manuscripts? Okay, so anyway, so the next goal for now is to go to Francis and then interact with him so that we can give him the crafting manuscripts. So that's the goal for today. But before that, I was currently working on some like the entire economic loop for chapter 1 for Wisplight. And this is what we have so far. So these are the resources that we have in the game. And I think we need to make this a checklist or something to see, just to keep track if we already got this done or not. Okay, so let's see. So how can we add here? Check check mark symbol. Yeah, this one. This is already done. Minus green. So I'm just trying to mark everything that's done. So here rock, we need to change this because right now it's called rock chunk. So I don't want it to be called like just rock chunk. So I'm gonna change this. So this is done as well. Iron ore is here already. There's no iron vein yet, but we can already mine. So cloth is here, scavenging system is here. Leather we don't have yet, but there's the scavenging system. It can easily be done. Iron scraps as well. So all of these come from corpses, and it depends on the clothes that they have actually. So if they're wearing like light armor, so most likely they will drop cloth. If it's leather, so they'll drop leather or a mix of both, maybe cloth and leather. And iron scraps are for those who are wearing heavy armor. It includes there's a chance of dropping cloth and leather as well. So yeah, so then we have sap. So this is a new one. This can be found in the by harvesting it from ancient trees. And then we have skeleton piles. We already have this one. We can find skeleton piles by picking it up or by assigning bone collectors in the crypts. And then gnarled roots. So we can pick this up from trees with essence. And we can also grow them. So if we have gnarled roots, we can just graft them so that we can farm, or we can grow our own gnarled roots. So that's the idea. Okay, next, we already have planks. We already have ash log, pine, and like the beech log is not yet there, but that can easily be done. Already have firewood. We already have this. to create the firewood. You already have slab, but currently it's named stone slab, so I want to change it to just slab. Then this one, mold, so we also have it, but it's called stone mold. So again, we're gonna change that. Rock, so again, it's rock chunk currently, but we're gonna change that. So this one is new, Taylor table. I don't know the name yet, but this is a placeholder for now. So it creates padding. So padding is a requirement to create standard shields. Then straps, it's one requirement to create other items like maybe clothes in the future. Rope also, it's a construction material as well. So we don't have this yet. Sole is like the shoes. So we need the resin and leather for it. So basically anything with regards to cloth, leather is being processed here. Yeah, so I'm still thinking if we're gonna add iron scraps here as well, like maybe chainmail or something, to create mail, so that we can produce chainmail. I'm still thinking about that. And here, alchemy table. So crushed bones is from skeleton files, and we just need to process it in an alchemy table. So I'm still thinking the weapon to use in the alchemy table, because each of the stations actually have their very own tools. So for example, the lumberyard will have hatchet and axe as tools. Let's just put it here as well. Okay, the prison mines have the pick and pickaxe. And then the church ruins, I'm thinking of a new weapon. It's just a knife. So knife, it could double as a harvesting tool as well for sap. So we can add it here. So chopping will be hatchet and axe. Mining would be pick and pickaxe. Same here. Just copy this. Cloth is just hand, so you just need hands. So basically, like any monster type except for the wisp, so we can scavenge it. Even Spriggans can use scavenging skills. Ancient trees harvesting. So this is for the sap, so we need the knife here. So basically the knife is the tool of the church. Skeleton pile, so it depends. Bone collectors. I'm not sure if we're gonna do shovel or just hand. Maybe just hand. Gnarled roots hand as well. So, but we can do we can give them items though, like bags, so that they can carry more bones. So like it increases their production. So this is a general idea. Alchemy table, I'm thinking of, I don't know, like what you have for mortar and pestle, like a club or something, or maybe the cudgel. Maybe a cudgel will do, but something like a cudgel. So we have mortar, pestle. So we have mortar and pestle, right? This one. So we need something like this, but bigger. But big pestle. What's it called? This one is stone, so let's let's find a way. Let's just add like ask Google for this. To make a weapon in my game. This the weapon as a vessel. What's the name of this kind of tool? I need something generic. Just this one is not generic. Musala. No. Let's just try to make some stuff right now. Warp so club could be, or maybe we'll just use hammer. What do you think? We'll just use hammer. So we already have hammer. I think we'll just use hammer maybe, because we're just crushing stuff. So hammer. Bone meal is just crushed bones and charcoal. So you're just mixing it. I don't know. And now we need something like this to crush everything. And also use this as a mixing tool, maybe. Or crushing ingredients, or mixing. Okay, let's try ChatGPT now. Let's try GPT. There's only one that I don't know Google if I think it's more on a like relying on the search engine side and not on the creative side. Well, let's try GPT. Okay, let's I need tool for the alchemy table. So I need a tool for the table. The tool should be a weapon. The same time use to crush ingredients and mix them. What is it doing? It is this is the problem with GPT. It immediately, just with this line, it immediately creates stuff which I don't like. It assumes your question from your previous conversations. Okay. So this actually, like, this one is from our previous conversation. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so let's go back here first. Here. So we need one item here. Okay. cudgel. So there he's using cudgel. But we don't want cudgel because cudgel already has four quality types. We want it different. Not mace. Vessel. How can vessel be used as a weapon? It's just a short cudgel that is also stone. Oh, he also gave us samples. So this is the idea of bulbous. So it's just basically just like a maze. So we need to model this again also. So since it's a tool, we need to model this. So I'm just thinking, what if we'll just use hammer? But I don't know. Let's just use hammer for now, and maybe we'll just hammer's already there. Just use hammer as the tool for now. And then we'll just modify this in the future maybe. Because hammer currently is just used to repair and craft in the crafting workbenches, so maybe we'll just use it here. Then the kiln, we're gonna use here shovel. Because you're basically shoveling the products out of the kiln. So that's a shovel. And then for the smelter, I'm not sure, maybe shovel also. Yeah, because again, we're shoveling the ore. We're shoveling the iron ore, and then we're just getting the product like ingots and rods. Hi Yaso. So I'm currently like trying to build the rest of the economy. This one. So this will be late game for chapter 1. This will be mid game. So I'm also designing like how the progression will go. So we will start with this. So just the basic one, logs essentially. Then lumberyard will be the first in the swamp village. This is our first encampment. Actually, the first encampment is a dungeon, and the dungeon will have just like very basic items. You can produce cudgels there, cudgel and spear maybe, but only those things, like pure items that are crafted from planks. And once we have the lumberyard, we will unlock other stuff. Then the stone cutter, let's see, stone cutter is like next. It's in the mines. Tailor table is in the church ruins. So this will unlock like craftable gear, like for headgear, like maybe a cloak or a cap or some helm. So you can produce crafting components from the tailor table, so that you can like make those stuff in a workbench somewhere. I'm still thinking like maybe have another workbench here. I don't know the name yet. Just right now, these are just processing buildings. We also have crafting buildings, like for example our workbench, this one. The workbench is used to craft crude items, so essentially items that let's see, this items that use this one, the rock chunk, or the slab rather, and planks and what else, planks and cloth. So yeah, so the lumberyard, wait, this error is still here. Okay, we need to fix that. So we already have this, the planks. So it's this one, the lumberyard. Currently it's all just here in the church ruins, but in the future we'll be separating all these workbenches in their respective settlements. Yeah, I think we'll just go with this for now, maybe. Okay, so well, let's see. Okay, so this is it for this. Let's just get back to our main goal right now. Okay, so now we're gonna work on Francis. So I already made some notes before. Let's see. It's here. So by the way, this is the new model for the refined helm, refined armor. This one, chest armor, refined chest armor, refined helm, and then we have here the standard arm wrap. This one, and this cloth here. This it's like a jacket. This is the we call it refined leather vest, or refined leather armor. And this boots here is this standard boots, maybe, or the refined. Oh no, it's standard. Yeah, standard greaves or greaves. Yeah, so this is the standard boots. Or is it the refined? I'm not sure yet. I need to review some notes. So yeah. Anyway, you can also wear this as an armor. For the skeleton though, we can wear the headgear and this one, the body armor. That's all. Anyway, so let's get back to Francis. So the first thing we need to do is to give Francis the ability to interact with us. Also, maybe give him some colliders, because he doesn't have colliders. See? So let's give him some interactions. So the notes, okay, so here are manuscripts. So this is our goal. If player is carrying manuscript, show UI, hand over manuscripts. So this is the first thing we need to build. Okay. Or shall we make that a default for Francis? Okay, let me think. Okay, so now we're gonna make Francis first an interactable object so that we can spawn him anywhere. So right now Francis is like it's just an object in the world. So we're gonna make him similar to Cassandra, where we spawn him when needed. So he should have spawners with him. So let's see. Server NPC. Then here. Then let's see the spawners first. I totally forgot how I did this. Okay, let me think how I did the spawning system for this. So it's actually here, ruins, and then it's not the spawners. It's this one, object spawners. Here. This one. There. But this is for the minion. This is Cassandra. So we want Francis as well. So let's just go here. Hit here. And then let's call it NPC Francis. Oops. There. Now we're gonna to this one, this is Cassandra. Let's rename this NPC Francis. Okay. And I think Cassandra is also here. Let's see. Oh no. No, Cassandra is not here. These are just for objects. So let's see. Okay. So this one. Object spawner. So how does this work? Let's see. So it's checking out the targets container, and then it's getting okay. So it's an object pool system, so it should be here as well. Cassandra, let's see. Cassandra, here, NPC Cassandra. So let's just duplicate this. And then let's rename this to NPC Francis. And then prefab should be this. And single instance, that means there's only one Francis that will spawn in this area. That's the idea. So Francis will be moving from one place to another depending on the location or where his project is at. Okay. Okay, so we have here now the object. We have here the object pool. This one. Here, NPC Francis. Okay. Now we're gonna just bring this NPC Francis to 0. We're essentially like putting them like there far away. And then let's go back here. There's a trigger here, spawner trigger. So this triggers what to spawn essentially. I totally forgot how, like, why I made this. This is like 1.5 years ago. But I think the idea here is if we enter somewhere like these objects, it should spawn them. It should spawn the NPCs. That's the general idea, I think. So let's just expand this so that Francis will spawn. Like that, maybe. Wait, is this under? Oh no. I think this is correct. Okay, let's try this one first. Let's spawn Francis correctly. So I just have here one NPC, and we'll just be getting the NPCs from the pool, object pool, and just moving them around essentially. So let's say we're in Ashendale and you want Francis to move to the forest. So we're just using the object pool to just get Francis from somewhere else, then put him in another scene. So basically reusing Francis. So we don't want to put Francis in different places at the same time. Same goes with other NPCs and minions too. The minion system will be a bit complicated though, because we need to keep track of all their stats for each minion, so it will be built differently in a way. So there, Francis is here. Why is he like he's floating, right? Yeah, he's floating. I think there's something wrong with his size, so let's adjust it first. Yeah, so it worked, so let's just proceed for now on the next one. So the next thing we need to do is to give Francis like all the details needed. I see, so this is actually floating as well. That's why Francis is also floating. Let's put it down. Like so. Okay, so now that we have that, let's just get Francis back here first. Here. Here. Okay, so first we're gonna give Francis, we're gonna give him similar to Cassandra. So Cassandra has here an interaction manager. Let's just make another tab here, like that. Okay, so Cassandra, we're gonna lock Cassandra first, like that. Okay, and then Francis, this is Francis. So we want to give Francis, so he already is a cloth selector. So essentially, Francis or even Cassandra has different clothes, but for now Francis only has like only Francis right now has multiple clothes. So there. We have animator. We need capsule collider. So let's just move Cassandra here for a while. There. So Cassandra's capsule collider is this. We also have IK for the foot. Nav mesh, in case we're gonna work on their movement and so on. And then a rigid body. So okay, so Francis only has LOD group, which Cassandra has inside this. This on the model. So shall we move it? Let's see. I think we're gonna move all of these outside, I think, and make this one like a generic model like Cassandra's. I think we're just gonna do that first for now. We're gonna call this, rename this to Francis. We're gonna organize this similar with Cassandra's. Then we're gonna empty parent, call it NPC Francis. There. And then we're gonna move all of these here. Just leave the let's copy this as well here. There. And we're gonna remove all of these. This one too. Only need it here. Okay. So similar with Cassandra, it's already clean. So NPC Francis has this. Now let's modify this one first, because the prefab here is different. So let's find NPC here. So it's Francis here, but we needed NPC Francis. Like that. Similar with Cassandra. Now, let's copy these things. We have Object Interaction Manager. This is the first thing here. You have the animator, so it's done. You need the capsule collider. Okay. We need NPCIK, nav mesh agent, and then a rigid body. Okay, let's check. Oh, this is wrong. So we need to make this 0 first. Okay, then go back to Cassandra. And move Francis here for now. There. Okay. Alright, so it's all set. Let's check first the capsule collider. So capsule collider is this is correct. Then we have this. This is just the for the IK solution for the foot and everything. Nav mesh, we're gonna work on this in the future. Rigid body, I think this is correct. So yeah, so everything's here, and we'll call this Francis. There. Okay, and then let's go inside this. We have two game objects. Let's just space it there. This is an object controller. It's actually handling like all logic for Cassandra, or like essentially the menu screen. So let's just remove this. We don't need that for Francis. We just need this one, the menu collider, and it should be targeted to NPC Cassandra. Let's just remove this first. Okay. And then menu text should be give, or maybe give manuscripts, or hand over. Shall we go with give manuscripts? Or hand over manuscripts? Maybe give. It's more generic. Okay, give manuscripts is the key for Francis. So if we go near Francis, this is wrong. Sphere collider, let's see. We should move this as well. Okay, so it's centered around Francis. Not centered, but if you're in front of Francis, this should trigger. There. Okay, so I think this is correct now. So NPC Francis and okay. Okay, let's try. Let's test. So the things that we added are like the IK, where Cassandra, if you notice Cassandra, if you go near her, she will look at the player. She will turn her head and look at the player. So you want that to happen to Francis as well, where he looks at the player if they're trying to approach. Let's try that one. And we also have given Francis a menu controller. So this is a system that lets the player interact with the world around. So if that item or NPC is interactable, the menu controller should display a menu, a UI menu down the screen. Okay, let's do that. And later we're gonna work on the interactions after. So it's essentially this one. So if we're carrying a manuscript, it should say hand over. It says here hand over manuscript or give manuscript. Okay, so we have Francis here now. We go near Francis. Let's go here. There. So it's saying there give manuscripts. So it's working, right? And Francis also looks at us now. Look, he's alive. See that? That's the IK script. Same with Cassandra. So if you go to Cassandra, there she is. So she will look at us. See? Alright, so Francis is alive now, and we can interact. I think we have a very small circle for Francis. like the menu circle. I think we're gonna give him a bigger one maybe. So that we, if we go here, we can also interact with him. Because right now we can't. Oh, yeah, we can reach Francis here. Yeah, we can reach Francis. There. Now we're gonna give Francis the manuscript. This one. That's the next thing. So we're gonna give Francis a controller now. Yeah, I think it fits the table. Okay, so we're gonna give Francis a controller, similar with Cassandra. Like this controller will be like basically Francis' mind. So it's his brain, and will control interactions for Francis. Okay, so we call this Cassandra menu controller. So maybe we call this let's just call it Francis controller. Okay, so inside Francis controller, we need something to what do they call this? We need something that triggers the pressing of E. So that's the first thing we need to do. And by pressing E, so let's do that first. Let's open Cassandra's script. Okay, we just need something like this. So we just need the object interaction manager. So let's just assign it here maybe. Why did I make it like this? I forgot. Okay, let's not copy this. This is an outdated way of doing things. Okay, let's just so Francis, what do we need for Francis? We're gonna need, so we're working here, right? So we're gonna need this one, object interaction manager. Just post this for now. So public, let's just do it public, and then interaction manager. And on start, we're gonna interaction dot get component in parent. This one. There. No, not dot, but equal. There. So now that we have interaction manager, we're gonna make a condition. If we press E, and if Francis is interactable, so this one, object interactable. So we'll put it in update. So if interaction manager dot interactable. So only if you're interacting with Francis. This one. Only if we're interacting with him. We should enter this part here. Okay, next, let's see. Let's check Cassandra first. Cassandra's a very different, like I coded Cassandra differently before. This is not viable now, but we'll just keep that for now. Let's just use this one from the table. This is more reliable in a way. The player structure. So it's simply like this. Ah, I see. I see the problem with the player structure now. I think this is wrong. Let's just fix this one first on that. Why is this like this? This is wrong. This one too. Yeah, let's modify this first. So we want only to interact with this if the object is interactable. So that's why menu screens are acting weirdly. But at the same time, you only press A if it's interactable. Let's just put it here. And the player structure is this. And we just need this. Interaction manager. We have it here. This one, and this one. It should be true, like that. But if you press escape and it's enabled, we don't really need to, like, if it's interactable or not. So I think this will fix the problem. Okay, but again, we need something like this for Francis. So let's copy this and go here. So if it's the object's interactable, like that. Don't need this. And then so the next thing is press E. We need to do update manuscript manager. So let's just make this one. So there, and then debug. like that. So let's try, and also let's test the bugs with layer structures. Okay, so what happens here is we're gonna go near the object. The menu will tell interaction manager to be object interactable. So this is looping, right? This is running frame by frame. So it's interactable when you press key down, key code E, press E, should update this. Hold on. Okay. So once this happens, we're gonna make something in an economy manager. Like we're gonna make a manuscript manager. So that's the next thing we're gonna do. Like a manuscript manager. Then put in the manuscript manager all the things that like all the manuscripts basically. Or maybe we'll just tie it with our existing system, like the existing persistent. Yeah, I think we're just gonna tie it. That will be easier. So here's Francis. Okay. Let's check console. Let's clear this. Press E. So there. Manuscript manager updated. Right? So it's working. It's working now. Okay, next we're gonna build the manuscript manager. Okay, so that's the next thing we're gonna do. Okay. Hold on one sec. Be right back. Wala. Puput yung mic. Okay, I'm back. So where were we? Yeah, we're gonna make the manager. So I'm thinking, what if we're gonna, since it's already here, oh no, not here. Let's see. We need this persistent game objects. We just need this. So I'm thinking, what if we're gonna okay, let's see. I think we're just gonna do it manually for now. We're gonna put it here in our main canvas. Or we can go with here, maybe economy and structures. This is the best place to put it. Here. Let's just make some new game object here. Let's call this Manuscript Manager. There. Let's put here Manuscript Manager. There. And then inside the Manuscript Manager, we need now inside Francis, this one, we need Manuscript Manager. So public, this one is, we don't need its public. Public Manuscript Manager. And just call it Manager. Okay, so we're gonna tell Manager, like, hey, Manager, update manuscripts. That. Then Manuscript Manager should update the manuscripts. But so here we're gonna make something new here, because we need Francis needs to get the player's manuscripts, or maybe we'll just do it here in the Manuscript Manager. We're gonna tie this with other systems like the inventory manager. So public inventory manager. There. Okay, let's assign some stuff. So we have Manuscript Manager here, right? Why is it not working though? Let's see. Okay, there. So assign your inventory manager there, and then let's go back to Francis. Francis is here. Then assign the manuscript manager there. So they're all linked together now. And here the manager telling update manuscripts. Okay, now that we have that, the next goal is here in our notes. Where's our notes? This one. So in our notes, when we press A, so we already have this update manuscript manager. Then manuscript manager will loop through all manuscripts in the inventory. So it will basically check the inventory and match it to its list. So there's a list, essentially. So let's make the list first. How shall we do this? Okay. So this should be I'm gonna make a class for this. Yeah, I think we're gonna make a class similar to this one. Let's make a class. Let's call it craftable items. And we have item name. Then quality. Make this small tab. And then let's think. Let's see, player structure is the structure that can wait. Let me see. Structure UI. Let's see. Structure UI. So we need to go to where we're gonna modify the list of craftables. So let's look for that one. So for example, lumberyard. This is the lumberyard. And then this is the player structure. So this one, orderable items. So we just need the player structure. So then we need public player structure. Or shall we do it like this? Because we need it to be string. Wait, let's think. I see. We can just make it like this. Player player structure, public lists, player structure. Not UI, but player structure. This one. Then structure. There. And here we're gonna make, let's put some header here first. Here. Let's put here. Then we just need a list. So public list. Let's craftable items list. Yes, that should be it, maybe. Okay, now that we have that, so next thing we need to do is just assign this one, the list. Why is it called list here? It should be craftable item manuscripts. There. So now that we have that, we then go here so that we can assign or create the manuscripts that we want. So I'll go here, item name, hatchet, quality, crude, and the structure involved. I'll be right back. Okay, let's continue. So the structure will be, since this is a crude hatchet, it should be the workbench. Wait, this one. The workbench table. There. It's a link now. So what happens is, if we're gonna hand over the hatchet to Francis, he will activate this one in the orderable items here. So this orderable item, we need to modify this. So we're gonna go to player structure, then orderable item. This one. So there's a class for this as well. Here, orderable item. And then we'll just mark this public bool unlocked, or manuscript unlocked. There. Okay, so by default it should be false. And the workbench table should have this, right? So hammer, so let's say we're gonna make it by default unlocked. Then the hatchet, not unlocked. Cudgel, maybe unlocked. Then hatchet is not unlocked. So what happens next is wait. So we've already assigned it, right? So the next thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna go here and find this craftable manuscript, and then we're gonna tell it to loop all the orderable items in the player structure, because we have player structures here, right? This one, the orderable item, and then we're gonna mark it as unlocked. So that's the idea. Okay, but before that, we're gonna modify this first, the UI system for this. So we have a UI system here. And the UI system essentially is the one handling how it should display in the system. So for example, let's fix this one first. So let's go here, and go here. Okay, so it should show, wait, let me, like that. So it will list here the assigned orders. So we have here orderable items. So see this one. So we're adding it here, add orderable item. So it should not be this if the orderable item, this one, the item. So we'll just put here something like item dot. So item is orderable item. So item dot manuscript unlocked. So if it's only manuscript unlocked, it should show or display the item. So in this case, we just marked hammer and cudgel as true. So they're the only things that should be craftable as of the moment in this workbench. Let's try that one out. Okay, so a recap. First, we approach Francis, our NPC. We press E. It will update the manuscript manager. So manuscript manager, this one. Then later on, you will have manuscript manager tell. Oh no, we're gonna check first the inventory. if there is manuscripts available. And then if there is, we're gonna loop it. We're gonna loop all the manuscripts and then tell the players, the manuscript manager. Wait, hold on. Okay, this should not be here. It should be here in the manuscript manager. So, like, yeah. So this list should be here, not with Francis. So, it will tell to find the related item here through item name and quality. And then it will loop through all structures and then mark the orderable item as true. So that's the general idea. Okay, let's check this one first. Okay, so I can no longer interact with the workbench. Pressing E. So there's something wrong with so we modified it, right? Hold on. We modified this. And game get component. Okay, wait. This one and get component. Ah, I see. So player structure, this one, it's not interactable. So why is it not working? It is interactable. E structure canvas not enabled. Okay. And interaction manager get object. Yeah, let's just remove this for now and fix this later. We just need to test Francis first. Let's worry about this later. Let's check first for an error. Maybe there's an error. That's why it didn't work. Okay, player structures are working now. Now let's check if it does only display the two items. Wait, it doesn't work. What's going on? Workbench, it's no longer working. Let's undo. all of this first. Just keep this for now, and then we're just gonna modify it. Let's not touch that for a while, and then just modify this with bool menu scripts unlocked. And then on awake for each here, and item, yeah. Still not working. Why is it not working? Let's undo everything first. Damn it. I know why it's not working. It's supposed to be working, but I forgot to. Let me just fix everything back. I know the issue now. Let's just fix this again. Yes, I now understood what's wrong. Then let's just this one. There. So the issue is actually this. The UI is off. That's why it's not showing the UI. So it's a very dumb mistake. So let's get back here. So this is correct now. Let's see. Okay, this is correct as well. It's clear, and then let's turn this on. This is the reason why it didn't work. Okay. So we're already here. Move through all manuscripts is the next thing we need to do. But for now, we're trying to fix first the display, like on this end, the workbenches end. It should be this. Okay, again, we need to turn this off the canvas. So it's not showing anything because if you remembered, we removed the list of orderable items, and then we re-added it back. So this should be manuscript unlocked, and then manuscript unlocked for the cudgel. So I think this should work. Let's try. Let's just access it here maybe. Oh no, let's try accessing it inside the game just to be sure. Also check if the bug with this one is still there. Okay. There. So it's only showing the two, right? This is correct already. So the next thing we need to do is to hand over this to Francis, the crafting manuscript. And then it should unlock. Once we press E, it should unlock. And then once we check it here, it should show here the new item. So that's the next thing we're gonna do. So to do that, let's move this first. This is because we don't need it this here. We want this in the manager, not with Francis. So we need it here. There. So the manager will be interacting with our save system as well. This we need to know if we need to check if the systems are like working. I mean, if we need to save and then load them, so that we will know the progress of the player, like which manuscripts they turned over. Oh, yeah, that's the idea. Okay, so next, we're gonna tell manuscript manager. So what we need here is first, I don't know. Wait. So we're gonna make something here first for Francis that involves the inventory manager. Yeah, we need something. So with Francis, we also need to access the inventory. So let's check this one first, inventory manager. Because there's a function here that let's see. This one. Search and remove item. Not this one. Okay, I'm thinking of something though. What if unlocking crafting requires catalyst? It's essentially we're essentially learning that thing. If we do that, I think a UI menu would be needed though to do that. Nah, let's just make it simple for now. So okay, let me think. Manuscripts unlocked. Okay. Let's make this public. Let's check this first. So add orderable item. Okay. Need to find a way to update this. Okay, so again, this is we need to modify this. Yes, we want the items to be added, like all of the items added first. but only show them if it's if the manuscript is okay, let me see. Or shall we just do it like this? I think doing it like this is okay as well. Okay. Okay, let's try something else here. Let's go to an older system that we have. The upgrading, this one, the build flag. So let's check the build flag, and then is the controller for the builder flag. And inside the UI, okay, I need to find the system that manages the inventory. So it's the inventory manager essentially, but we need to find the one that manages the items inside the inventory. But this one is the one in charge of removing stackable items. So this is not the one we're looking for. I think we'll just need to make a new function maybe. But essentially, inventory manager is this. Wait. Let me see. Where is it? It's here. Here, this one. Then the inventory manager will list here the items. So, okay, let's test it first. Wait, what's going on? What happened? Ah, I see. So we need systems. Yeah. Okay, so let's test this one first and see if it shows the craftables. In the crafting manuscripts. So we're gonna test inventory and see if it lists the crafting item. So essentially what we want is to loop and search the list here. So we have here a list. It's a list of items here, the inventory. And then if we see that it's a craftable or a crafting manuscript, we're gonna look at it and see what's inside. So like this one. So we have your item, right? See this? This is a list. And this crafting manuscript is this one. And this is the data, hammer crude. So we just loop here. We're gonna loop items here. So let's see. So let's just copy this loop and then put it here. And then call this inventory manager. And then this items list. That. And then inventory item. It should be inventory item there. So let's call this manuscript. There. So there you go. If manuscript is not null, there. Let's try debug first. Wait. So let's put here debug. Manuscript that sorry. So manuscript, then item, wait, inventory item is something like this. This one is inventory item, so we need this manuscript item name there. And then the quality. You need also the quality. So quality space. So this should be manuscript quality. This one. There. Okay, so let's test. Wait na ako, me? Me? Wait na. Mana kayo? Okay, so we're actually almost there. So the next thing we need to do is, since we for each this, we're gonna send this to here. No, here. No, not here. Here. I'm gonna send it here. I mean, this one, and then send it here. Wait, hold on. So update manuscripts. So let's go and check. Let's interact with Francis. Once we interact with Francis, this one, tell update manuscript. So search the inventory for the manuscripts, right? and then it will, like, once it finds something, if it's not null, it should find something here from our list, and then it will go loop to all the structures and the structures or durable items, and then look for the specific item there. So we have here a manuscript crude hammer. So when we go to Francis, it should debug log here, crude hammer. Press E, there, crude hammer. So it did work. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is, since it's found, we need to find, let's just look for something here first. Old systems, we're gonna use old systems. Item name. So there's no quality here, it's just item name. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna find a durable item from here. So inventory manager. Okay, let's go check old systems first. We're gonna copy old systems. Inventory. No, warehouse. No, why am I? Okay, here. Fine. Not warehouse. Let's try. What do you call this? Quality. Item quality manager. This one. Just need to find something here. Let's copy this. Then let's put it here. So basically this is the item skins is this, the list. Okay, so this is the list. Inventory manager dot post inventory manager. Inventory manager. Okay, you have this one, items. So items, find, why is this skin? Item, then so item, the item name. Wait. Okay. So this is the name of the list, item name. So in the inventory, this one, inventory item, it's called item name. Yeah, I think. This one, item name here. So this is correct. Then this one should be the name here. Update manuscript should be the loop. This one, manuscript item name, but item name is only the name itself. This one, no, wait. Yeah, this is correct. I did double find. Item name. Okay, let me just do some research here. I'm lost. Inventory manager is inventory item. Then item name to string item and structure list. Item name, just in the structures, the name there is not formatted to item name and quality, so it's actually linked together as two. So that's the tricky part. Oh wait, should I do this? Okay. Item and structure list. Okay, inventory item, find item name, Manuscript item name. Okay. And then so now that we found it, we need to compare it to our list here. Let's just ask GPT for this, just to make it faster. Hold on. So what we want is, so this is what we want. Number one, loop and check the inventory for item name. Item name. It's item name, crafting, manuscripts. If true, yeah, this is actually wrong. It should be this. Yeah. So if true, if it's true, it will check craftable item manuscripts and find matching item name and quality. Then if it finds it, it will loop structure to loop with craftable items structure. Then loop through the orderable structure, that's orderable items, and match the name, the quality, and name. It matches mark. I'm kind of like very sleepy today. I haven't slept like long this past week. I'm like, my brain is a bit slow. So yeah, let's see. So I'm lagging right now. I can't think well. So what was I doing again? Manuscript manager. This one. Ordered items. This one. Orderable item. Mark orderable item. True. Okay. It has manuscript item name Okay, true. First structure has orderable items list. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's true. Item name quality. Orderable item is here. Okay, this part. Item name. Merge. So this is the problem with my structures. Is this one, the orderable item is just one line of string. So quality item name. The string is called item name. So example, crude hatchet. Then this is under string item name. Yeah, I structured this wrong. That's why it doesn't have separate fields. It has string name, crude hatchet. Yeah. Which it gives you. Yeah, this is correct. Okay, give entire script. I should have built this differently. Should not be this, but it should have two. This can be refactored though. This is only applicable to. Let me see. Let's just put this one first. Manuscript manager. Okay. Let's try. Player structure or durable items. Okay, let's check first the orderable structure. Just check the structures first, because I forgot. So this one is the table. So here. So this is our durable item. So as you can see, it's just one line. Crude cudgel there. That's the reason why it's wrong. This one also. So we have here lumberyard and the lumber table. So it's just firewood there, right? Okay, so let's modify this a bit. There are times as well that the item name does not have quality. Example, short sword. But this is essentially standard short sword. Likewise, firewood is standard firewood. How shall we our way around this? So one way is just to fix this, like put two much orderable name. Okay, so B is just this, no quality. Okay, so what does this do? Okay. Okay, let's test. I don't wanna refactor this because there's a lot of systems already tied to this here, and I don't want to break stuff. So let's just keep it that way for now. Player structure. What? Okay, structure. Okay, craftable structure. For each orderable item. Structure orderable items. Okay. So it matches. So matches. Ah, okay. So it's sending the name and both. Okay, smart idea. Okay, I think this is correct. It's wrong. Okay, let's try. So, we're gonna give the what do you call this? We're gonna change the one that we have, the crafting manuscript to hatchet, because hammer is by default already there. So, yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's go. What do we have here? We have crude hammer. Let's change that one to hatchet. There. Then let's check this first. So there's no hatchet here. But this will not work yet though. We still need to make that function work. So give manuscript. So we pressed E. And then it should tell the workbench, this one, that the hatchet, this should be unlocked, but it didn't work. Okay. It didn't work. Crude hatchet, so it's supposed to be this, but it didn't press this. Okay, so I think I will stop for now. I'm super duper sleepy. I can't really think. So I'll just continue with this some other time once my brain is not that foggy. Right now I can't really think. And this is not really complex. You already have the logic for it. I just need to sleep and then get back to this once I'm ready. Because right now I can't, like, my brain is too foggy and I lag. Thinking takes a lot of time. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and we'll continue on this. Hopefully we will finish this on the next session. All right, thanks. Till next time.